I have approximately 2,000 yen in my wallet. Hi, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. My name is Trish. I've lived in Japan for almost 10 years, and in today's video, we're going to talk about money. Not just any kind of money. We're going to talk about how much it really costs to live in Tokyo. So there are a couple of videos online that talk about living in Japan or living in Tokyo or life in Tokyo, and I think they're a little bit misleading because it shows like the upper echelon, people who live in really, really expensive places. But let's be real for a minute. The majority of us don't really live like that. According to Google Sensei, the average salary for a regular foreign worker in Japan, which would be like a teacher or a teacher, you're going to make 2,231,000 yen a year on average. With that in mind, I want to talk about what can you expect to pay when you live in Tokyo specifically, or when you live in Japan. All members of society will pay health insurance, pension, and then they'll pay taxes. If you're a salaried worker, a salaried company worker, a seishain, usually your company will handle that kind of thing for you. Looking at my paycheck now, it's 59,053 yen. Almost 60,000 yen in fees comes out of my paycheck every month. Can you all hear the rain? It is flooding outside. Then you have to deduct your rent, your internet, your cell phone, gas, lights, things like that. How much does apartment rent cost in Tokyo? So honestly, that's going to depend on where you live. Like if you live in a really, really fashionable area, like around Shibuya or around Shinjuku or around Omotesando, you're going to pay upwards of over $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month for an apartment that's honestly the size of a shoe. Let's be real. We don't have a lot of space here. So where I live in Katsushikaku, which is a little further away, closer to Chiba and Saitama, so it's a little further away from the center of Tokyo, my husband and I, we live in a 2-room dining kitchen apartment. So our basic layout is we have one room that is a Japanese style room, one room that has wooden flooring, which is like our living room, and then the kitchen dining area is all smashed into one tiny little space. So our apartment is about 40 square meters. In feet, that's about 430 square feet. So like I said, it's the size of a shoebox. It's really small. But you have to also consider that in Japan, there's just not a lot of land. So any type of apartment rent or any type of home you buy, it's going to cost more just because there's not a lot of space to spread around, so people know they can charge more. We pay 65,000 yen a month for our 430 square foot apartment. So I just looked up the currency exchange rate, and right now it's actually a pretty good exchange rate. Our rent would actually be about $596, which I guess for the amount of space that we have, that's not as bad. So like I said, your rent is going to depend on where you live. Looking now at the area around where my company is, in the middle of Tokyo, right near Tokyo Dome, the same size apartment that I live in here actually goes for well over $2,000 a month. Smaller apartments still go for over $1,500 a month. So it's expensive to live in a newer area or a nicer area or an area that's convenient for being in the center of the city, right? But I'm getting off track. Anyway, so if your take home is around $2,000 every month, and then you're paying $650 in apartment rent, you also have to consider you need to pay for the electricity, you need to pay for the gas, the water, and of course the internet. For 2 people, where I live, our average monthly electric bill is anywhere from around 10,000 yen to 15,000 yen each month. That's not so bad. When I lived by myself, I left my air conditioner on like literally 24/7 because I'm hot all the time here, and it was about the same. I would rather pay more for the electricity, for the air conditioner, and for the heater in the winter than suffer in my own home. But that's just me. Then of course you have to pay for things like gas, which is gonna heat your water. Or if you're lucky, you have a gas stove and not one of those electric burner stovetop things. Where I used to live, I had an electric, it was like a hot plate, and it would turn off after about 15 minutes. So you couldn't really stew anything or boil anything, because right when it came to a boil, that thing would shut off every single time. Okay, so that was lights, gas. Did I say how much our gas was? Our gas is about 5,000 yen a month. Then water, you have to pay for water. So when I lived by myself, my water bill was anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 yen, depending. Like obviously I used more water in the summer because I was taking more showers, or like, internet is about $100 a month, so it's about 10,000 yen a month. So let's go back to our take home of around 200,000 yen a month. And from that, we're going to deduct our rent, our electricity, our gas, our water, and our internet. So that comes to a total of 95,000 yen. So 200,000 minus 95,000, and we're left with 105,000 yen. So I keep looking down at my laptop because I am literally the worst person in the world with numbers and math. I apologize for looking down at my laptop. From that 105,000 yen, we're gonna go into things that I would probably classify as luxuries. So that's gonna be like your cell phone bill, credit cards, things like that. So for me, my cell phone and iPad run me about 15,000 yen a month. So after I've paid my cell phone bill and my iPad and things like that for the month, then I'm left with about 90,000 yen. One super important thing that you have to remember about living in Tokyo is you're probably not going to have a car. You don't need a car. So in lieu of a car, you're going to have to pay for your travel on the train. And that can kind of get expensive, especially if you live really far from your job. But the train lines put out, it's like a commuter pass, and you can pay for that every month, and it actually will save you a little bit of money. So like from where I live to my office, if I paid for my travel to the office and from the office, it's about 880 yen a day. But I can get a commuter pass. I can pay a one-time fee of about 19,000 yen a month, and that's going to cover my travel every day, so I don't have to keep charging my IC card. I don't have to keep buying tickets. I can touch my commuter pass to the little ticket gate thing and go. Another good thing about the commuter pass is like it covers every station from your home station to the final destination station. So let's say I wanted to go shopping, for example, at a station in between where I live and my office. It's not going to charge me any extra if I want to get off the train at a different station, as long as it's between those 2 points. Okay, so back to our take home of 200,000 yen. We've subtracted our rent and our cell phone, and that left us with 90,000 yen. So we're going to subtract our travel from that total, and that's going to leave us with about 70,000 yen left. I think that handles everything that you have to pay every month, but that didn't include groceries. So how much are groceries every month? Like what can you expect to pay in groceries? So my advice is to set a food budget. We set about a 5,000 yen per week food budget for the two of us.
I want to admit this on camera. Okay, so
my husband is the one that takes care of our finances. He does like grocery shopping. He actually cooks. He said it's easier if the person who does the grocery shopping cooks. So that's his thing. That's what he likes to do. And also I'm just really crap with money. So if it was up to me, we would be, I don't know, we would be eating like cup noodles every day or something, because anyway, it's just better if he handles all that stuff, which is like totally the opposite of like a traditional like Japanese couple household. Like usually the woman handles all of the financial things, handles the groceries, handles cooking. We're opposite because I can't be trusted with money. So I said we budget about 5,000 yen per week for food, but we also have like a little extra like 10,000 yen cushion in case we want to buy like something nicer, or we want to have like a steak dinner or something on the weekend, and that also covers that. So we set aside about 30,000 yen a month for food. Now that's for two people. You could still definitely hit 30,000 yen with one person per month, especially if you're going out to eat a lot. Just a ballpark figure to keep in your head is you're gonna spend about 30,000 yen a month on food. Let's take that from our total that we had left. So we had our take home, then we took out our cell phone and our travel, and that left us with 70,000 yen. Now we're gonna take out our food, and that's gonna leave us with 40,000 yen left. So you've got about $400 to play with, basically, at this point. Now, the costs that are gonna come out of the total are gonna be things that you want to buy. That would be things like your credit cards, or if you're American and you're like the rest of us, then you probably have student loans that you need to pay. That's also going to have to come out of that extra $400 that you have left over. That also doesn't really include going out, like if you go to the bar. So I think I've pretty much covered all the essential things that are going to come out of your paycheck every month. In our scenario, we had 40,000 yen left. It's up to you how you want to spend that. Basically, it's like living anywhere else in the world. If you're smart with your money, if you make good investments for your money, then it should last the same amount of time that it does back in the States. Probably, maybe, I think. So I'm absolute crap at handling money, and I'm probably absolute crap at explaining money, but I hope you found some sort of value in today's video. If you did, could you smash that like button for me? Also, let me know what else you're interested in hearing about. Leave me a comment below and let me know. So I know money is probably a sensitive topic for a lot of people, but I really just kind of want to be an open book about it, because if you're moving to another country, or if you're interested in living in another country, then you need to know how much it's going to cost you. You need to know a ballpark figure of what to budget for, because if you just dive right in and you have literally no idea, or you don't know how much money to bring with you, you don't know how much money things are going to cost, it's going to really suck until you get used to it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. So I'll go ahead and wrap it up here, but if you have any more questions, like I said, leave a comment below and let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have about how much something costs, or how much you need to worry about bringing. I mean, if we ever get to travel again and you ever actually get to come here, I hope you do. It's a wonderful place. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in hearing more about Japan, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Y'all have a good week.